escaping with ET.
Well, it's a beautiful day here off the north coast of New South Wales, and as you can see by the boats all around us, it is mackerel season. We're after the spotted mackerel and the Spanish mackerel, and they're our target species. They're true speedsters of the ocean, and they come down the coast every year when the warm currents push down. Right at the moment, we've got some beautiful live baits out here. Fingers crossed, we'll have some success. Coming up, my North Coast mate Tony Didio and I get into some magnificent Southwest Rocks mackerel, spotted and Spaniards.
I'll grab him, no worries at all.
Another mate and I get stuck into Ballina bream from kayaks.
Oh yeah, 34.
Chef Paul Brahini shows how to serve scallops in the shell, hot off the barbie. And across the border in Queensland, I get a lot more than I bargained for while cast netting for bait. Well, I'm excited. I'm about to take the Quintrex 610 Trident out for its maiden voyage. Everything on it is brand new, but it's been sitting around for about 5 months now up at the Quintrex factory. Now, I've brought Johnny down because I'm a little concerned. I'm about to put it in, but I haven't checked the batteries. They've been sitting there for 5 months. Do they naturally drain?
Yeah, what happens is every month the battery will discharge somewhere around about 3 to 10% depending on the type. When they're joined together, you really want to make sure that you test them independently. So when you've got your 1, 2, both switch,
Yep.
the power from one battery can go into the other, so it can give you a false reading. The 12-volt battery, depending on the voltage, will tell you what state of charge the battery is. A fully charged battery, ready to go, 100%, is around about 12.8 volts.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do we got here?
We've got 12.41 volts. What that tells me, this battery is actually 50% flat.
Wow, so 50% flat. I've left it there for 5 months and it's already 50% flat just through natural discharge.
Absolutely.
So Johnny, does that mean if I get the boat, put it in the water, take it for a spin for the next couple of hours, that it's actually going to boost up the battery charge to full capacity?
Well, the good thing with when you've got new batteries like these, new motor as well, you're going to find the charging system inside the motors are very efficient. So you should find that it'll charge the batteries enough, okay, to keep the boat running, keep the boat going. However, when you get back onto shore, you need to chuck those batteries on charge.
With the Century batteries fully charged up, the first run for my brand new combo of the Trident 610 and Mazda BT50 is on the New South Wales North Coast roads to Southwest Rocks. And the Mazda makes it an easy drive by day, by night and early morning. Well, we're here at Fisherman's Reach at Stewart's Point. We're putting in here, it's nice and protected, and we'll be able to get out through the Southwest Rocks bar, so yeah, it's all happening. I'm lucky to have Tony with his local knowledge to guide the boat through the bar. And of course, we're both wearing life jackets. Mine is on my hip, as it always is, every minute I'm on the water. Well, time to rig up. For mackerel, it means not the heaviest gear because they're not a fish that are going to go and snag you on the bottom. They're a fish that's going to run, so you're going to need plenty of line on your spool. We've got some Shimano Charter Special reels and just a nice light rod. I guess anything from, say, 6 to 10 kilo sort of rod will do the job. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, well, it's not happy.
Not a happy camper. Look at that for a run. That is a serious run. All right, he's starting to slow down. They're such a powerful fish. Just streamlined, just got that perfect body just for flying through the water at a rapid pace. This is our new boat, see? We've only just picked her up. This is actually the first fish. We've forgotten the net and we've forgotten the gaff. So, anyway, we'll just have to deal with it.
Yeah, he's a beautiful fish. I'll better move out of the way.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yep.
Big spotty, start the day with. Look at the spots on there. You cannot mistake these guys. Yeah, woohoo! All right. That's what we're after. Woohoo! You do not want to get hit by those teeth. They're fantastic eating fish as well.
But this one,
supercharges.
it's got to be a Spanish.
Yeah, that's a good fish.
I think it has to be a big Spanish. going up towards the front of the boat a bit, and he's going around an anchor.
Oh, he's going around the anchor.
He's going around the anchor. I'm going to have to go up front.
Yep, no worries, mate. Splash. Yell out if you need a hand, Tone.
I'm back.
You're back.
Here's a big fish.
Righto, that might have been his last run, mate. Let's have a look.
He can't be too far away now.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, here's a big fish. And he's a beautiful fish too. Look at this.
He's a cracker.
He's a cracker.
Nice.
He's a beautiful big fish.
All right.
You want me to do the honours to grab him?
I'll grab him,
or
mate.
do you want to
I'll grab
him?
him, no worries at all.
How's he hooked, Andrew? He's only just... Oh, you're going to be kidding me.
No.
Go on.
Oh.
How's that? We had him beside the boat.
Oh.
Lost him.
Wow.
Football.
Golly.
How's that?
Oh. The Richmond River is where I want to be. My local fishing mate Zach Skyring has told me about some great kayak angling we could get into here. Zach is a tournament fishing champion who works with Gamakatsu in this beautiful environment, and he's taken a liking to fishing from a Hobie kayak just like my own. We've decided to come out on the Hobies today and give this big rock bar a really good workout. Zach's up, he's already hooked up to one big monster and got dusted on the rocks. I'm using one of these sugar pens that sort of skip across the top to imitate a live prawn that the fish sort of see it buzzing along and they come in and strike.
Oh, yeah. He's not that big. Still a bream though.
First one, good start.
There we go. Not big at all, but still a bit of fun out here.
What'd you get him on?
Just a Bass Day sugar pen with the new Atomic Trick Bits assist hooks.
Oh, well, this is sort of all new age stuff. Nice light rods, reels to match. And this one's a Stratic. And this beautiful little Zodius rod. Shimano have brought out a whole range of these and they are absolutely fabulous. And they come in all shapes and sizes. And just some 8-pound braid, 6-pound trace, up to an 8-pound, just depending on the country you're fishing. Oh, right over the wall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels a bit better. Yeah.
Good stuff, Zach. Yep, just a little fella, right over that rock bar, hey?
That's it.
He had 3 strikes, which is always exciting because you're watching them on the surface here. Good thing is you can stand up in these Hobies and just get your cast along the edge, and when the fish does come up, you can actually see it.
Fairly gnarly, he's home there. All oysters and everything.
We can see why they live there. It's a perfect ambush spot for them to pick up little things like this lure.
That's it. Let's get him in. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, that's the biggest of the morning.
That is.
I don't want him to go down. I'll lose him for sure. Him right on the snoz. He's not a bad fish either.
Exactly.
Ah, there we go. Ah, good stuff. Zach caught a nice one, missed a big one. And there's a nice bream as well. Oh, there we go.
I'll let him go, yep. There we go.
I'll let this one go as well. There you go, mate. Well, there's a pretty hot section of wall over there.
Yep. Over that wall. Get in. There we go. Another nice fish. It's just turned on here in the last half an hour. This cloud's come across. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Looks better.
Yeah, he is. He's got a big blue head on him. Get the net. Get him in there. Ooh. Probably a 34. Absolutely stoked. He just hit it on top of that wall and I just got him away, luckily. We'll let this good quality bream go to fight another day.
We're going to do some deep trolling over some of these reefs out here, and we're going to be using this Canon Digitrol downrigger. Now these things are absolutely amazing. It's hooked up to our onboard Century battery, and this Digitrol 5 is one of the best units you can use on a trailer boat. And sometimes it's the only way to actually catch some big fish. We've got the ball on, and then we attach the clip just to the back of the ball here. So the ball will sit down, we'll be towing it behind the boat, and this is the Digitrol release. So we'll actually put the fishing line in here, it'll go up to the rod, and the lure, or in this case, the live bait will be just swimming about 10 foot behind this. And so when the fish gets bitten, there'll be a little bit of slack, the rod will dip down, and then boom, come up nice and tight. And the good thing about this Digitrol is it's electric, so all we have to do, at the press of a button, it'll go down to the desired depth we want. I've just squeezed this together and slipped the line in. The live bait's on the end. I'm going to drop down the big weight, and that'll automatically go down to the depth that we want. The other great thing about this boat is that this big Garmin unit shows us where the downrigger ball, you can see it here. Well, we've got the downrigger down there, but unfortunately, it was the surfaced bait that got smashed. It's just beautiful fun catching these mackerel.
Spotty.
Another nice spotty, yeah. Oh. Watch your feet. No, mate. It's on. It's hicked it. Yeah, all right. Woo!
So the old downrigger works, eh?
Very good. Awesome.
I bet I'm
Oh, there he is there. Look, out the back.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Nice spotty. A slow troll with the downrigger, and you can put it right down to where they're holding.
Didn't like the looks of me.
Oh yeah. Over the top. You got him?
Yeah.
Well done, mate. Beautiful. Oh, look how. Whoop. And that just shows you how easy the hook comes out. The Cannon downrigger did really well. Sustainability of the foods we eat is a hot topic these days, and one place you'll often see a sustainable food chain in action is in the hustle and bustle of your local fish market. This week's FRDC food species is the scallop, and I'm here with Chef Paul Brahini. Now, Paul, scallops are found in the fish market, and they sure are tasty. How do you like to cook them?
So I'm going to pan sear them on my barbecue very, very quickly, and then I'm just going to pop them in the shell, and we're going to warm them through with a nice vinaigrette.
Well, mate, while you're cooking the scallops, let's find out more about this tasty species. What you buy in the seafood market as Australian scallops are actually two species so different they don't even come from the same genus. There's the commercial scallop, known to scientists as Pecten fumatus, and then there's Amusium belotti, the more round-shelled and aptly named saucer scallop. Commercial scallops are harvested for our seafood markets in Victoria, Bass Strait and Tasmania.
So I've got some beautiful saucer Harvey-based scallops. Just going to season them with some sea salt just before I put them on the grill.
In recent years, there's been insufficient information available to confidently classify the status of this stock. This means tighter management was put in place to look after the stocks. The more economically important saucer scallops come from Queensland and southern Western Australia.
And they're ready to go. First thing I have to do though is I need to make a vinaigrette dressing.
Saucer scallops are a sustainable resource for Australian seafood markets, although two stocks in Western Australia are currently environmentally limited. Both these stocks have not been commercially fished for several years. The other Western Australian stock and the entire Queensland fishery stock are all considered sustainable. So you can go ahead and enjoy them like this.
So I'm going to pop these on the grill now. Now the grill is very, very hot. It has to be hot because we want to cook these scallops very, very quickly, maybe 1 minute one side, and then I'm going to poach them maybe for a couple of minutes in the shells. I want a nice caramelisation happening here on the scallops. Just try and remember what sequence that you put them down. Next thing I'm going to do is take off the hot shells, pop them onto a plate. Just pop our scallop on to the shell. Drizzle our nice vinaigrette on the top. And this is quite hot, so this is just going to carry on cooking our scallops. Place my scallop just in the middle. And then we're just going to garnish with a few little micro herbs. There we go, guys. Beautiful Hervey Bay scallops, served with a nice warm vinaigrette.
Oh, looks fantastic. Absolutely awesome, mate. Go to fish.gov.au for all the facts and figures, and fishfiles.com.au for more information on cooking and eating these seafood delicacies. And if you want to try Paul's barbecue scallop, head to escapewithet.com. This isn't what you'd expect to see on a Gold Coast beach, but that's where I am right now, here at Tippler's Passage. Just a short boat trip north of the glitz of Surfers Paradise. It's a snug bay anchorage on South Stradbroke Island, and one of my favourite places to cast for baitfish. I'm stocking up for an assault on the big mulloway that I hope to catch at Jumpin' Pin, the legendary ocean entrance just a bit further north of here. But fishing these bay waters with a line or a net can pack some big surprises. Yep, a flathead and bream that some people I know would be happy to get on a hook. And my first ever catch and release without once touching the fish. Now that's the kind of bait casting I'd like a lot more of, thanks. And this is the Jumpin' Pin Bar, where I hope the baits I've kept will get the attention of a big Dewey or two. What did I say about the bay being full of surprises? Stay tuned for the biggest one yet.
Gosh, it took off in a hurry. But when you're fishing big live baits, you never know what you're going to catch. That is an awful amount of weight. It's got to be a big stingray, I reckon. Definitely not head shaking like a big fish. What about that? Now that's under pretty heavy drag. That's solid fish. The Garmin's saying 9 metres of water, 8.5. Yeah. Got to be a ray. That big flap of the wing of the big wing just get wallop. Look at it, it's just pushing me around, just doing whatever he likes. Let's see if we can get him up for a bit of a look. Have a bit of a look here. Oh, a big ray. Not what we're after. Certainly not after sharks and rays, but when you've got big baits out, you never know what you're going to get. Hopefully a big fish, but it doesn't always work out like that. Got this beautiful Stella, Stella reel, and this Revolution rod. It's a T-curve. Come on, mate. Surely he's got to be tired. I'm tired. Come on, mate. There he is. Look at him. That is a big stingray. Oh, look at that tail. Big tail out the back. It just goes to show that my knots are pretty good. Certainly not going to bust off in a hurry. Oh, there we go. Woo! One of those monster big rays that live in these waters as well as the sharks and the big mulloway.
And later in the day, with no further action on the mulloway front, I fired my big new Evinrude 200 HO for the quick and easy cruise back down through the southern Moreton Bay channels to my anchorage at Tippler's Passage.